My dad always hated my wife. He didn't disguise his hatred even when she was right in front of him. "He's an old bastard," Gladys would cry to me. She was the bigger person whenever they were forced to spend time together, ignoring his insults with a smile. But she let it all out when we left. I eventually stopped trying to force a relationship between the two. In the past few years, my dad had gotten older. His physical health was still good, but his mental state wasn't. He became confused and sometimes aggressive. Some days he'd remember me, others he'd jump at me, demanding I leave. After I took him to an appointment, during which he attacked the doctor, I knew he'd never do well with having a stranger care for him. I went over to his place every day. A few weeks ago, Gladys had a day off. She'd been constantly busy and working late before. We planned to go out for a nice meal, but I had to check in on my dad first. I asked her to come with me. "We've had our differences, but he's not doing so well. I'll come." I thanked her for acting so kind. "He probably won't remember you anyway." I laughed sadly. When we arrived, my dad was in bed. I went upstairs to him. "Son," I hugged him as he got up to greet me. After a few minutes, I told him I was